guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Arnaldo and this is Articulture. Today I have for you my desert rose Adenium obesum video. Today I'm going to be talking about the desert roses. They are a plant that I really love and I have a few of in my garden, and I can show you this beauty right here. I've been growing her for a few years, and one really special thing that you need to do with a desert rose for you to be able to show her off in all her best is that every year or sometimes every other year you need to repot the plant. And what you do is you have to repot her, you have to take her out, completely take all the soil off of the rooting, wash the roots, and then any little roots that are towards the top, which are excessive roots, and I've done that with this one, is you trim them off, you cut them off, and by washing the roots, adding a fresh soil, it really helps the plant. It really helps the plant to thrive, and it grows, and they really love it. So yeah, washing out the roots every year or every other year, very, very important. And you raise the plant a little bit, 1 inch or 2 inches every year. Every time that you repot her, you raise her and put just the bottom roots into the soil. And if you can see in this one, you see all the beautiful rooting, and that's actually what makes the plant so gorgeous and makes it look like a bonsai. And actually it kind of is like having a bonsai, because you can actually pot her like a bonsai. She's slow growing. They can grow really, really large, but again, since they're slow growing, it would take years for her to grow. So the Adenium obesum is native to Africa, Middle East, and also Madagascar. These beauties grow best in really hot climates, really hot zones. So zones 10, 11, and 12. I'm actually in South Florida, which is 10B, and they do great here. So they grow really, really, really well. And the desert rose will bloom for you multiple times during growing season. So it is common, you know, for the blooms, they're out for a few days, the blooms will drop, and also some of the leaves may drop as well. But again, she will keep blooming for you and looking her best. So it's really a plant that it keeps giving you blooms, and you can really keep appreciating her throughout the growing season. So sometimes I've actually had blooms almost year round. So it's really, really a great plant to have. Here I have another example of one that I will soon be pruning because she has grown. This is a younger plant. She has grown really, really, really lanky, but she has been blooming this season, so I don't want to cut her yet. I don't want to cut the stems off yet. But what's really, really great is at the end of growing season, so I would say fall is a good time to prune her. You prune her in fall, and then by spring, she will have new branches and full of blooms and new leaves. So what you do is you can really kind of prune her wherever you think is best to create a shape that you prefer. So in this one here, I've pruned this one twice, and this is all new growth. So it's got all the new little flowers coming in. So soon they will be bushy and full of blooms. But what happens is when you prune the branch, a lot of times you will get double branching. So you will get 2 branches out of 1. So that's really great. And then it starts helping to shape her in the way that you prefer. So like if you're creating a bonsai and you want her to grow with branches going in any certain direction. So yeah. The desert rose grows great in warm temperatures. Not a plant, grows great outdoors. If you're gonna have it indoors, it has to have at least 6 hours of full sun. So it's gonna have to be by a window where it's getting full sun and a lot of light. It's not a plant that can take freezing temperatures. If she is exposed to freezing temperatures, then it's a plant that's gonna die, and it's not gonna do well. So fertilizing, very little only during growing season. I would just dilute a little bit of fertilizer in your water and fertilizer that way. And one other little trick, which is really great for a desert rose, is Epsom salt. So a little bit of Epsom salt when you're doing the repotting. And again, repotting, springtime, you don't really want to repot when it's dormant season. So when you're repotting, when you put the fresh soil, mix in a little bit of unscented Epsom salt, and that magnesium in the soil will really help for the roots to grow and be really healthy and have a really healthy plant. So yeah, a little bit of Epsom salt and unscented, because and it's inexpensive. You can buy it actually at the hardware stores. They have it at Home Depot, but you can get it at any of your pharmacies. But just make sure you don't get one that has a scent like lavender or eucalyptus or something like that. You just want it to be unscented. And it's a great little additive for the plant. I want to show you one of my beautiful desert roses growing outside. This beautiful adenium is in full bloom, and it has these beautiful red flowers, and they are like double. And see if you can see, they're like double petals. So the adeniums, there are many hybrids that are created for different colors of the flowers. This one down here, this plant, looks like an adenium, but it's not a desert rose. It's a Pachypodium saundersii. And this one actually blooms these really gorgeous yellow blooms. But as you can see, very similar. Then over here, I have my beautiful white blooming Adenium desert rose. It is springtime now, 2022, and she's in full bloom. Look at these gorgeous blooms. They're so pretty. And what's great about a desert rose is that it blooms continuously. It'll bloom multiple times in a growing season. So on this plant, what I want to show you is the years of growth. Hopefully you can see here. So every year, or sometimes 2 years, what you do is you raise up the desert rose. All of these levels here are from years of growth that I have raised the plant, and then it starts showing the beautiful rooting. Otherwise, the roots would always be in the soil, and actually the plant benefits so much from when you do that. When you do that, she just sprouts out and grows really beautifully, as this one is doing. And also what I've done is I have pruned her when the stems have gotten long and lanky. What I've done is I've pruned her, and then she grows really beautifully and bushy like this. That's why she's looking her best right now. So guys, if you live in a sunny area, an area with a lot of sun and warm climates, and you don't already have a desert rose adenium, then I really suggest you get one and give them a try. It's a really beautiful plant to have. I'm sure you're gonna love having them, and every year they get even more beautiful. So I hope that you enjoyed the video and you were able to learn something about the desert roses, and I hope that you definitely acquire a couple of them for your garden space. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode. Thanks for watching.